This is my randomology. This is 2 years since I started making these videos, and today I'm gonna destroy my brain. I routinely use the Fast and the Furious movies as examples of movies that are not great. In fact, movies that have gone from what I would consider to be fairly mindless, fairly simple action movies to something absolutely ludicrous, which stretches credibility. Every trailer that comes out just gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and not in a good way. It doesn't look like the escalation here just stretches suspension of disbelief. Now, to be honest, I've only ever actually seen the first two movies. So that's not fair. I can't comment on these movies. I can't use them as the punchline of jokes without actually having seen them. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to sit down and watch the entirety of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Only the core movies. Only the core movies. I'm not doing the Netflix show, okay? That's just going to be way too long. This is already going to be long enough. My God. Oh, God. I'm going to need a lot more of these as the day goes on. So, join me on this adventure, won't you? Let's watch the entirety of the Fast and the Furious saga. I can already hear the 2001 dripping from this thing. Holy crap, they were still selling those little TVs with the built-in VCR. There we go. And we all know that when you're going to steal something, you got to make sure that your car has those little lights at the bottom so they can identify you. I may have miscounted, but I think he's on 7th gear at this point.
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
You're a grown-ass man. Eat the crust. So about 10 minutes into this movie, and I've established nothing about any of these characters. I saw this when it came out. I think we rented a VHS. Oh my God.
Fuck, you're old.
And I don't think I was really paying attention because I don't remember any of this. To be fair, I don't remember any of the second movie either. Oh my God, they're playing Limp Bizkit. Ooh.
See a cool air intake, it's got a nice fogger system and a T4 Turbo Dominic. See an AIC controller.
Yeah, I don't understand anything that anybody said. Now, I do remember that this guy is, I don't know if he's a Fed or a cop or something like that, but that I know. It doesn't help me to really get context for anybody here. I mean, things are just kind of happening, and I don't know anything about anyone aside from tempers. I mean, the last 10 minutes have basically been car porn.
I got a 187 in Glendale. Cops are all over it, man. We're good to roll. I repeat, good to roll.
Yay, someone got murdered. We can race our cars. So these shots are basically the equivalent of like shaky cam fights where you can kind of make out what's going on, but not really.
Girl, the shade of it all.
Ooh, that compositing. Oh, Nelly. Oh, man.
Toretto, stop right there. Toretto!
Like, dude, if the cops know who you are and there's a store with your last name on it, I don't think Runaway's gonna really help.
You'll find anything on the web, anything about anybody.
Yeah, this new marvelous thing called the web. We're all using it now because it's 2001. And we still call it the web. That monitor. Yeah, car porn. That's exactly what this movie is. It's nothing but car porn. Whoa! Floppies.
What do you think about that? Check this out.
I'm honestly trying to find stuff to say, but there's like This movie's styrofoam. If Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, and Michelle Rodriguez were not in this movie and there was like somebody else, this could honestly be like a straight to DVD movie. I don't see the appeal. I'm sorry. Yeah, be sure to like move as many things as possible so that they know somebody was in there. Seriously, no cameras, alarms, anything like that? I mean, given the... I'm assuming a lot of money they're spending on these cars.
It's very easy to criticize.
Fun, too.
Clipped his bumper and put him into the wall at 120. I watched my dad burn to death.
Okay, now see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is an actual, legitimate, genuine human moment.
They said it was me who was screaming.
See, now I know a little bit more about this guy. I can care about him. Now, granted, you don't want to dump this stuff early in the movie, but something to let me know who this guy is. Honestly, again, I've never seen the other ones, but just based on what I've seen of the trailers and the clips and all that stuff from the other ones, this is so unbelievably tame by comparison.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
It's Toretto, Brian. It always has been Toretto.
I mean, it kind of has to be, right, for the plot to make sense?
There's all kinds of family, Brian.
Family! Is that the first time that we hear family in this franchise? Oh! I almost want to set up a counter every time somebody says family in this, but I know there's already a video that does it, and I really, really don't want to have to count.
I'm not stupid, all right? I know there's no way in hell you paid for all that shit you got under the hood of the hood. I know there's no way in hell you paid for all that shit.
You're speaking at the same volume. Again, most of this movie is really just like, look at the car's going fast. I mean, if you're into cars and you're into racing and stuff like that, I can understand why this movie's appealing. I get it. But it's not for me.
Listen to me. Mia, I'm a cop.
Well, that's really stupid.
What are you gonna do?
Drive. That's what this movie does. People drive. Why would you take the helmet off? Oh! Okay. Nice stunt. This is genuinely the most exciting thing that's happened in the movie so far, and it's at the very end. That is totally not Paul Walker. Oh. I mean, obviously the most exciting thing has to be at the very end of the movie. Like, I get that. But that is, like, far and wide the most exciting thing that's happened in this movie. Why did you walk all the way into the field? I mean, was it a good climax to the movie? Sure. Good stunts? Yeah. Tense? Very. But it feels like it was, again, right at the very end. Oh, my God. Oh, hey.
I'm not running!
Yeah, you are.
Jesse! No!
Well, now I know why Jesse's not in the sequels.
Exactly a quarter mile away from here. On green, I'm going for it.
Again with the shaky cam, I swear. I feel like I'm going to need Dramedy by the end of the day. I'm getting nauseous from these cam shots. Well, both cars are fucked. Okay, that was probably a little bit more fucked than the other one. Ooh, okay, you're going to have to realign those wheels, definitely. And chassis is a little bent. Definitely got to work on that. I don't think the airbag's deployed. You're going to want to look into that.
I don't know if you noticed, but you got a crack in your windshield.
That's not what I had in mind.
No shit. Well, there goes your career. All right. All right, that's one down. 9 to go. All right, let's keep going. Honestly, I'm scared because I'm not impressed by the first one. And again, there's like 9 more of these things to go. Okay, what the hell? Is that a T-1000? Oh, okay. Gears and things. first one was a relatively straightforward kind of action drama. Got some guys and some gals hijacking trucks. Nothing way out there. Like, it felt grounded, at least. I'll give it that much. But it feels like, just from this intro sequence here, from this point forward, we're just kind of abandoning any semblance of being attached to reality. We're just going to go for, like, the most hyped up, over the top, everything.
You have no idea what's coming.
Okay, so again, like, what? Did he get fired from the LAPD? What's he doing down here in Florida?
If that's the case, why don't you ask these nice people here to back off the line so you can go home?
You cannot tell me they all heard that. She honestly looks pretty much the same right now than what she did when this came out, which was what, 2003, 2004? Yeah, they're totally just amping up the cars, the races, the close-in shots, all that stuff. Like, I'm getting close-ups of people just, like, shifting gears and not really the cars themselves. So it's a little hard to kind of, like, get invested in this when I don't know where everybody is in relation to everybody else. Now, I want to say again, I actually did watch this movie when it came out. I'm more than sure we rented it and just watched it just to have something playing while we were just, like, goofing around or messing around, but... Now, I've been counting, and I think they're at the 37th gear, I think.
Told y'all I had a surprise.
You're gonna make him jump? I mean, you realize this could literally kill them, right?
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
So they have the urge to drink Pepsi!
It's time to get out of here.
What's that?
Cops? You know, maybe if you didn't have those dopey little lights on the bottom of the car, they wouldn't be able to track you so easily.
Dunn and I are supposed to be street racers?
That's right.
So, same plot as the last one. Got it.
You always said he'd be famous.
I mean, he's apparently going to be in these movies for the next 8 or 9 movies, so...
I'm not a cop anymore, bro.
That true?
Well... 3, 2, 1... There you go.
I will smack your face off of your face.
Okay.
See, already I have way more information about these characters in, what is this? 20 minutes than I did in the entirety of the first one. Now, again, I'm sure this is awesome for people who know cars and love cars, but I'm not one of those people, so this is entirely lost on me. I'm going to admit, this movie already has a lot more personality and a lot more character than the first one.
Keep your eyes on the road, playboy.
But you're Eva Mendes, and you're in the passenger seat. Now, maybe it's just me not being part of car culture, car fandom, all these different things. But I would think that if you're going to try to be a driver for something like this, a legal operation, you would want something that is not flashy, something that is not easily recognizable. Ooh, that's a nightmare. That's about 2 levels below Final Destination 2, but it's pretty close. Wow. I do not remember any of this. Honestly, like, I watched it when it came out, and that was about it. And this movie came out in almost 20 years ago, so whew. I mean, did we need this? Need? No. Did somebody want this? Sure.
Means you're always getting in trouble over a female, Brian.
Well, I mean, if the last movie's any indication.
Hey, that's mine.
So?
The
Hemi's putting out about 425, and the Yank will snap a speed on about 5 seconds flat, so...
What? I feel like you're making some of those words up. I know you're not, but it feels like you're making some of those words up.
Shit.
All right, Tyrese, why are you even in this movie at this point? Again, though, I don't know where everybody is in relation to everybody else, so I'm just seeing close-ups of people, like, being very intense. Stop it. Come on. You're going like 120 miles an hour. You're not going warp 5, okay?
The disrespect. The audacity.
Like, there's no real tension here. Like, not really. Honestly, I hate to say this. Like, Tyrese is so far the best part of this movie. Just injecting some humor where, honestly, humor is needed.
He's over there. Don't look.
You're looking right at him.
Right.
Oh, hell no! No. I know exactly what he's going to do. Oh, I do not remember any of this. I saw this, like, college, maybe? Like, I think. I might have been drunk. No. Oh, no. What? That is some Game of Thrones bullshit right there. Honestly, the most intense scene I've seen in, what, the 2.5 hours, I think?
Berto and Enrique are going to be riding along with you. Just so we don't have any problems.
Oh, fuck.
Is that why you let that dude go in L.A.?
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it.
Hey, character development. My God. Well, again, I mean, the stunts are getting better.
All right, Miami's finest. Let's see what you got.
All right, I get it!
All right, so this movie is, I think, where I guess just the car porn just completely took off. Not that the first one did not have it, but it just feels like this one just upped it up.
Custom agents sure are getting pretty, aren't they?
Well, fuck. Okay. Damn, my father-in-law would be pissed if he saw how those cars were treated.
Well, you're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
He probably is, yeah. Oh, come on. No. I mean, I guess the laws of physics just took a trip. Did you keep evidence? Did you actually keep evidence? Oh my God. All right, that's 2 down. If I'm counting right, 8 to go. All right, let's keep going. Hey, DJ Shadow. Nice. Okay. There is so much going on, I actually had trouble reading that, and I knew exactly what it said.
Motherfucker, you look dirty.
So, this guy and the guy behind him and the guy behind him, they're all starting their, I'm guessing their 17th year of high school based on their age? Oh, now suddenly you're worried. Oh. You know, in the previous 2, they were at least, you know, somewhat, older. But, yeah, stupid high school kids doing stupid high school stuff. This is not gonna end, yeah.
Hey, everybody, an old man's talking.
Oh my god, are they actually playing Kid Rock? When did this come out?
Guess I got a new date for prom.
I don't think any of you are gonna make it to prom. Now, this is a little more than a fender bender. I don't think, yeah. So that's the deal? Like, he broke a bunch of laws, so now he has to leave the country? The legal system's a lot more different than I thought it was. Oh, good, Tokyo. Now we can get to drifting.
Look, neither of us asked for this, but I promise your mom might take care of you.
For how long? Is he exiled from the United States? Hey man, this looks fantastic! This is way better than any lunch I've ever seen in the US. Of course he meets the one guy that's gonna hook him up with illegal street racing. Of course.
No, I don't know what I expected.
Leave.
This guy really does not know when to quit, right? Like,
Drew. What do you mean, Drew?
he doesn't even know... Okay. Do you even know the course? Do you know where you're going? Oh my god, it's not a bumper car. And where's our man? Oh god. I don't even like racing and this is embarrassing. I mean, to be perfectly honest, all of this is his fault. Every single thing that's happened has been his fault.
I'm the bad guy? Okay.
Again, walking into a situation where you know nothing, no context, anything. A goldfish would have figured this out by now.
You don't know anything about me.
But why don't you think I know?
Because so far you don't seem to know anything. Thomas Jane. This guy looks like he could be Thomas Jane's cousin. I've been trying to figure out why he looks familiar, but not really. So.
Not everybody's going on exchanges around here. Damn!
He's not wrong. Again, ran in without knowing anything. God, this guy's annoying.
Maybe you could give me some pointers sometime.
You need pointers on how to drive, how to interact with people. Why am I rooting for this guy? Or why should I be rooting for this guy?
You make choices and you don't look back.
No, you should look back. That's kind of how you grow as a person.
I am a gaijin. You've changed, DK.
You mean he was nicer at some point? Quick thinking. Okay. Things escalated significantly. Okay, now plot-wise, this was really just about Sean trying to find, like, a place in the world, being a good driver, and now we're involving the Yakuza. Feels like there was a spike in the escalation here. Now there's some stakes here. Like, it feels like it's really just been about trying to follow Sean. Sean, is that his name? And trying to see him be a good driver and all this stuff. When really, I don't care about him. Han has way more development and is deeper than Sean has been the entire movie.
Eventually.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. Well, nothing like being proven right even before you start talking. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he's walking out of that one.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
Oh boy, you're gonna have a father-son talk about this. Hey, son, you've been messing with Yakuza? I think you've been messing with Yakuza.
I can't run away.
You've been doing it your whole life. Why stop now?
I'm responsible for your well-being.
And
And you've been doing a crackerjack job, Dad. Crackerjack job? Crackerjack job. Jesus Christ.
At least you're not redoing my mistakes.
No, he's making entirely new ones.
I know your nephew and I have embarrassed ourselves badly.
How do you plan to accomplish that?
Yeah, how? Of course, everything's about a race. It's all solved with a race. My man, you need a car, though, and the one you were driving, got a few dents in it. The one you broke? Man, my father-in-law is an incredible mechanic. I don't think he could fix that thing in however long they have. I mean, I don't know a lot about cars, but that's a good-looking car. I'm not sure the physics work on that, but sure, let's go with it. It would not be the most ludicrous thing that's happened so far.
There's a storm coming, a black and terrible storm.
Senhan was family.
What? Oh, of course. I kind of forgot Vin Diesel was in this series. Do you need to specify that? Oh my god. Okay, now that puts us at... What's the next one? Fast and Furious. Not the Fast and the Furious, just Fast and Furious. Can it be an original film if it's the fourth in a series?
I thought we'd be robbing banks by now.
Hey, what the hell? Okay, so this is set before the third one. Alright.
I'll allow it.
Hey man, he's got the lingo down. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dom, you want to hit the brakes? Oh, come on.
It's me they want.
Why though?
They catch me. They're throwing big numbers at anybody with me.
I mean, true, the hijacking and stuff, but I mean, man's not exactly an international terrorist. That's crap if you just leave her like that. She's right, you guys have been doing this how long and now suddenly you're getting worried? So, you're what, FBI, LAPD? Or just on your way somewhere with a suit and a gun? Okay, well you're lucky there was a van there.
Tom, it's Letty. She's been murdered.
Well, that's it for Michelle Rodriguez in this franchise. How do you know somebody was standing there, though? I don't think Batman could figure that out.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
Seriously, are the feds not watching Mia's house? Did they not see him there? I mean, if Dom really wanted to hide, he'd be driving around in like a little Ford sedan or something.
What you looking at, nutsack?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh,
I wouldn't be talking smack with a mullet. That's not really a mullet, but it looks like a mullet.
All know why you're here?
Yeah, we're gonna redo the thing from part 2, except now it's gonna be in LA. Yeah, well, there you go. You just killed a family of 4. Yeah, we're getting the some of the ridiculousness of part 3 with some of the design from part 2 and mixing it in with the characters from part 1. So we're getting a Fast and Furious smoothie.
Oh! Ew!
He's gonna jump it.
Sorry, car.
Yeah. So I'm assuming this car and, you know, all the hero cars are basically vibranium, right? That's how they can keep going after all the punishment they take.
What did you do nothing? Ain't no steak. Where you going?
No, they're out of there. What are you talking about?
We're under arrest for distribution of meth.
Man, Dwight's never touched that shit, bro.
Dwight has now.
No, that ain't mine.
Oh, good. We're going to abuse our powers of law enforcement in order to get a conviction.
Do you know each other?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. All right, so who's the boss? Who's the guy in charge? Is it going to be one of the FBI guys? I feel like it's probably going to be one of the FBI guys. Okay, that's not one of the FBI guys. I'm really bad at guessing these things.
One of those boys who prefers cars to women?
I'm one of those boys that appreciates a fine body regardless of the make.
That didn't really answer her question. That's a killing field. That's where you go to get killed and buried. That's a really tight squeeze.
That's what she said.
Giant ass tunnel through the middle of a mountain seems like the kind of thing that maybe somebody at Border Patrol would have found out at some point. I mean, it's pitch black and they have their headlights on. Somebody has to be able to see them, right? Like, oy boy. What's the escape plan here, Dom? You gonna just take one of the other cars? Well, there go all the cars. You're gonna hide the cash in the police impound.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I had the same question.
You Lord.
How many hours have I sitting
Blessing
here? I'm forgetting how to use verbs. How many hours have I been sitting here? Now, I will say this. This is at least more interesting than the first one. Like, it's got pieces of the second and some of the aesthetic of the third. So it's kind of like they're figuring out kind of what works.
Am I not merciful?
Oh, she called you.
She just wanted you to come home.
So if you think about it, this is actually all your fault.
Just like old times.
Yeah. What old times? When did you do this last time you met each other?
Yeah, part of that didn't understand. We just got confirmation. Do it.
Oh God, this franchise is just full of just idiots jumping the gun. Why, we're gonna end with a car chase? That's different.
Mexico is out of our jurisdiction.
When has that ever stopped you as law enforcement?
Everyone's looking for you.
And nobody thought to go to his sister's house or have her under surveillance?
Nice to see you.
Yep, 5 years forgiven. Guys, really, Dom's right in the garage.
You and me, we know so different.
Did we just pull out every cliche for this one?
No hero.
Man, you hired real idiots if they're shooting at the car where you're being held at.
Sorry, sir. I'm doing my best.
Again, it's like the lack of sense of space of where everybody is in relation to everybody else. It's just, you know, it's like those fight scenes where they cut away every, like, half second. That... Woo! Okay, ow! Well, it just killed your boss. Congrats. Well, that better have cut him in half. No, seriously, Dom, like that deal to get you off of, you know, everything. I don't think that was ever in writing.
I find that I am forced to level the maximum sentence under...
Maximum sentence? You're not even getting him like a couple years off? Seriously? Well, that's the end of the Fast and Furious saga, I guess. I imagined that there were other movies. Unless this is going to end with a heist to bust him out in the bus on the way to the prison. Am I wrong?
You are correct, sir. Yes!
Or are these movies just that predictable at this point? And they're not even going to show it. Okay, all right. Oh my God, what's next? We're at Fast 5. How long have I been sitting here, honestly? Wait, hold on. I'm not even halfway done. Okay, all right. Okay, cleaned up a little bit, got something to eat, and we are going into Fast 5. God have mercy on my soul. Okay, so what's the plan? Like, drive the bus off the road, get Dom out? What exactly are we gonna do? What the hell are you doing? No! No! No, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? A bus is not gonna act like a 1,500-pound car is a cement barricade. That car would have been flattened or pushed. What? No!
Shocking escape that amazingly resulted in no fatalities.
No fatalities! Not only did nobody die, but this plan... Okay, look. I understand that this is the Fast and the Furious franchise. I get that. I understand that, in general, action movies do not adhere 100% to the laws of physics. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept a lot of things when it comes to just a dumb movie. But I refuse to accept that that plan worked. Everything from this point on is Brian's fevered dream of what should have happened because the bus flattened him, put him in a coma, and everybody got away.
Sounds reasonable.
All right. Did not expect to see him. You mellowed out a little bit there, bud? Well, he's certainly a lot more hospitable than he was before. And he's got a kid. All right, that probably explains why he mellowed out a little bit.
The way the car scene is down here, we can unload him quick and get top dollar. It's easy money. From where I'm...
Yeah, easy plans don't tend to work very well here. Now, maybe it's just me, but this train is on a track. Wouldn't it have made more sense to just have this thing, whatever it is, just kind of already catching up to it? Like, you know where the train is going to be. You don't need to do this Mad Max bullshit. Y'all did not plan this at all if you had to duck to get out of the way. And why is that significant, Dom? Why was that suddenly something that you're suspicious about? Okay, if you two need that particular car, why didn't you all just say, hey, when we get there, I get this car, I get this car, I get this car. That's part of the plan. I mean, I'm trying to apply logic to this movie and it's already hurting my brain. You know, supposedly for being this, like, master tactician, planner, all these different things, now you're hearing all this. Did Dom not, like, go through the plan step by step? Like, they need the specific car. Like, you didn't know this.
I know, right?
Brian really likes driving vehicles into other larger vehicles, doesn't he? This is the second time he does this. All right, Dom, you want to hit the brakes hard now. Maybe not. What's the plan here? Well, they're dead. Well, that's it for the Fast and Furious franchise. Thank you very much for watching. They're gonna live. They're gonna live. Of course they're gonna live. Even if you were a professional diver. Oh my god.
Shitty call, O'Connor. Shitty call.
You didn't do any better. Dom, you could have done that at any time. It just... Why?
Blaming us for the killing of those DA agents on the train.
Oh, fun, because they needed somebody else after them.
They like speed and guaranteed to go down the hardest possible way, so make sure you got your funderwear on. We find them.
Your funderwear?
Now, who can argue with that? Rabbit!
That was your job! Hey, enough!
Well, good to know the fuses are still like a 1/4 inch long.
All they want is a chip.
Wouldn't it have been infinitely simpler to just hire somebody to get in there, open the car, get the chip, and then get back out?
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Your sister's stuck in this life.
Where's Letty, Dom?
Oh, that's low. He's not wrong. Because it honestly feels like, as much as people keep saying Dom is like this master criminal, he really doesn't actually think things through.
Am I right?
Yes.
Of course I am.
Good news. Of course I am. I'm going to get really tired of this guy. Really just going to roll up into a favela looking like that. No stealth, no subtlety whatsoever.
I thought so.
You all have way more guns than they do.
This whole network right there just laid out on the tip.
And if he doesn't have it, he would be, if he's smart at all, moving all this stuff to other secondary houses that he probably already has set up in case the network's already compromised. I mean, I'm just thinking of what the smartest, most logical thing would be, but apparently that's not the way this world operates.
Okay, here.
Yeah. I'm good. Thank you.
Hobbs is extremely sweaty in this movie. Like, he is very moist.
This time we have no choice but to split up.
Pregnant.
Hi, this is your monkey wrench for this movie. Now you're really stuck with Brian.
He'd stay up for a few more hours so he could learn the next chapter and help her the next day.
Where was this humanity and character development and backstory? Like, these are things that make these characters a little bit more human. I kind of care about them when I hear stuff like this.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna do one last job.
Based on the length of this franchise, I'm not sure it's going to be the last job, Dom.
You know we got that.
Seriously, in the time that the car was taken, they got the chip. It took to call everybody here for them to actually fly and get to Rio. Why wasn't the money already moved? Why haven't precautions been taken?
Accept the truth that we is dumb. Dumb is here.
When you gonna give Martin Luther King his car back? As soon as you give Rick James his jacket back.
As much of an idiot as Roman is, he's honestly one of the better parts of this franchise, and that's sad.
This is Tej.
What up?
Best circuit man on the East Coast.
Since when?
You don't have a place to hide.
Who's hiding?
Seriously? Why?
You tell your boss exactly who did this.
Why?
Tell him there's more coming.
All he needs to know is that there's more coming. You don't need to show your faces.
Endangered.
Okay, so now you're going to move the money. Why didn't you do this the second you had a security breach? I don't understand this plot. It's relying on everybody being an utter dumbass.
The reason that bad things happen to you is because you're a dumbass.
Well, you're lucky that thing didn't land on its side.
That's the piggy bank you ordered.
How did they afford this? Okay, he's grabbing your ass, so?
We got the print?
From cloth.
Where?
You're gonna get a handprint from cloth.
Okay, that's
Not even a little bit.
I'll just give it a minute.
Hobbs is really sweaty. Like, people are sweating. He is really sweaty.
The only way we're gonna beat the cameras is with invisible cars.
and I know just where to get them.
Are they gonna... No. No. They're not gonna do what I think they're gonna do, right? They're gonna steal a bunch of police cars, aren't they? Now, again, if you're trying to perform a heist on a police station, maybe the fact that they are missing police cars will tip them off. I'm not a master criminal. Oh, God. Please don't do what I think you're about to do. Don't. Guys. Guys.
Hey, Ron, what took you? I got 100,000 says I can take you all in the next quarter mile.
Yeah, you broke asses got.
You're gonna race stolen police cars that you need for a stealth infiltration on a police station.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Took me a while to find that tracking chip. But not as long as I flip the receiver. You're going down to that.
What? What do you mean to... What? That wouldn't tell you where the signal was going to, just how far it's going. This movie exists on a parallel reality where physics, engineering, and just logic don't work. How did they know they were going to be driving down the street? I have so many questions about what's going on. No. Again, I'm not a professional soldier, but I think that standing out in the middle of a street while there's people shooting guns at you from rooftops is a really bad strategy. You son of a bitch.
You know, we named him after you.
Well, nice of Vince to show up just so he could die.
I'm getting better.
No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment.
The plan is busted. This is bullshit, man. Reyes knows we're coming.
He would have already known you were coming. No. No. Again, I'm not an engineer, but I would think that the vault would actually be built into the building. No. 10 tons. 10 tons. No, 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 no. That's not how mass force acceleration and inertia work.
Cool, I broke his brain.
And right there, both of those cars should have gone flying with 10 tons. That thing weighs 10 tons. There is no way those two cars are A, pulling it out of the wall, B, dragging it like this, and then C, not getting tossed around like little Christmas ornaments. You know, as someone who's watched... Yeah, there we go. As someone who's watched Star Trek for most of his life at this point, I can tell you with absolute certainty that I'm seeing something right now that is asking me to suspend my disbelief in a way that no episode or film from that franchise has ever asked me to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, up until this point, the movie's just basically functioned on things just kind of working out. But I'm looking at something here, and it's unreal. It's not like, oh, the effects look like, you know, it looks fake. I mean, it looks fake because there's no way what they're describing is actually happening on this. I'm sorry, what was the original plan? What was the thing they were originally going to do that this became... No, that would have kept going a lot more than that. You know, despite everything going on the screen, I'm actually... I don't know what I'm feeling at this point. I feel dead.
You guys just carved out a 10-second window. Make it count.
10-second window for what?
Now you stick with the plan.
It was always a plan.
Why? Since when? How?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
These cars are far too powerful. Like, it's like they're the complete opposite of cars in horror movies. Wasn't the entire police department after them? Where did they all go?
It's a hell of a mess. Yeah, it is.
You are so moist.
Stop saying moist.
Thanks, guys. See you on the other side.
No. When did they do this? What? No.
I thought you wanted to go to Tokyo.
We'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get there. You're gonna stay there.
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
Let's see what you got.
All right. Let's see. After credit scenes. Oh, there is one. Okay. And you are? Missed you. You're supposed to be dead. She was in a car and then got shot and burned. How? Okay, this means that I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done. I only got 5 more of these. So about 20 hours and change. Wait, 10 hours. Whew, should not have had all that vodka. Okay. What are 2 jackholes doing now? Oh, is she giving birth?
Our old life is done.
No, it's not. Not by a long shot. Luke Evans is in this? Gina Carano? Blech.
Cars just came out of nowhere. 6 hospitalized, a dozen vehicles destroyed. All that in under 90 seconds, in and out.
And what are American law enforcement doing here?
Woman, you just don't pick up Owen Shaw like his groceries. You want to catch wolves, you need wolves. Let's go hunt.
Why are you the way that you are?
I'm just dumbstruck by The Rock's dialogue in these movies. Like, it sounds like somebody saw like Full Metal Jacket and tried to do Arlie Remy. Arlie Remy? Yeah, just that. That first morning beer is always the best.
Been chasing this guy across 4 continents and 12 countries, and believe me, the last damn place I want to be right now is on your front doorstep selling Girl Scout cookies.
What does that even mean?
Hueve del cielo.
All right, I gotta say, his pronunciation is relatively good, but you can definitely tell that English is his first language. And for those of you that are not native Spanish speakers, the best way to tell if somebody is not a native Spanish speaker is that you end up adding extra vowels when you pronounce something in Spanish. Oh, goddamn, Mr. and Mrs. Smith over here.
Oh, it just doesn't feel like home.
Yeah, because you're an adrenaline junkie.
We're family. We got a problem.
You know, when I started this, I said I was going to do... Well, I didn't say, but I was thinking about doing the thing where, like, you know, take a shot whenever somebody says family. I'd be dead by now. I would be dead. I got a fairly high tolerance. I would be fucking dead. Honestly, though, you mean to tell me that with the entire resources of the U.S. federal government, these guys are the best people for the job? These are the best people they got. Nobody else.
It's a whole different level.
Yeah, you know, every series needs a escalation. Like, the stakes need to be higher and higher. I just don't buy this. I mean, again, 6-8 years ago in screen time, these guys were like jacking DVD players and got their ass kicked by a truck driver with a shotgun. I don't buy it. There's nobody else at Interpol. Nobody else that could... The plot of these movies just runs on stupidity.
Well, maybe it is stupid, but it's also dumb.
I feel like just the standard explosive would have been a lot less complicated. Fuck you, movie. Fuck you. He did not just do that.
So now we got cars flying in the air on some 007 type shit? This is not what we do. Man,
Thank you.
Really gotta check.
You don't turn your back on family.
Take a shot.
I want personal information. Get into their lives, into their minds.
All of you are just going to gloss over the fact that Letty's in a picture with Dom. Like, just... Yeah, sure. Doesn't remember him, I guess.
When did you do this photo shoot? I'm just playing, man. You know you're the prettiest.
I hate to say that Roman's one of the best parts of this franchise, honestly.
My guess is military take home at $50,000 a year. That's US, which is not enough to be playing here. So if you're not kitchen help, then you must be in the wrong place.
Please knock him out.
Oh, deal.
I take it back. He like you.
I mean, yeah.
That might be a bad idea.
You want to get him inside. Don't let him get... Oh, my God.
You go.
Okay. Plus for the franchise, the fight scenes got better. Why don't you know who you are? There's like some soap opera bullshit going on here. Like, she got amnesia from getting shot and set on fire. What is going on?
Well, you know what they say, Stasiak. You want the career-changing big fish, you gotta be willing to put on them big boy panties and sail out to the deep water.
Oh my God, who wrote this?
Nobody says that. Absolutely nobody in the history of the English language has ever said that.
You like it?
Nice color.
Neither one of these fuckers flinched, honestly.
Humor me, please.
You're a dead man walking. What does it matter?
So I'm going to tell you the whole plan just before you die. What, you respect the fact that she got up? What? Oh, okay. My man, you are subtle as sandpaper to the face. Hey, I didn't know Courtney Love was into the racing scene.
I think you're over your head.
Yeah, the whole gang is in over their head. This is like Mission Impossible, James Bond shit. And again, they were boosting DVD players a couple of years ago. That was their gig. Samoan Thor.
Yo, it's Hobbs.
All right, what do you got, partner?
All right, that's funny. That is goddamn funny.
We've got to report the convoy's under attack.
Get a chopper now.
Again, how do a bunch of like street racers whose first job was stealing DVD players, how are they at the top of the game internationally, globally? Like, how is this the best team for the job? Woo! No. Oh, God. No. 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 No.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. Fuck this movie. Fuck this franchise. Fuck everything about this movie. There is no way in hell, heaven, God, Allah, and the four winds that worked. No. No. I don't know. Is it fair to say that I am just completely just raced out, driven out? Like, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do know what's going on. Just, where am I? I miss sunlight. I miss my family. What is going on? This runway is 60 miles long. Oh my God. Okay, we just lost Giselle like that? Okay. Jesus fuck! I totally spit all over my microphone. Okay, so that answers the question of where was Giselle when Han got blown up?
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
All right, so let's take stock here. Giselle's dead. Han's dead. Jason Statham is now going to be joining the party. Yeah. Plus, it looks like just things like the laws of physics and basic common sense have just gone right out the window. So, I'm going to run out of this stuff. Oh, okay, let's keep going. God, I still have 4 more of these things. Jesus Christ.
They say if you want to glimpse the future, just look behind you.
Who says that?
So you remind I crushed the bear.
Really? Why? Like you said, he did this to himself. You're gonna shoot him? Okay, he took out all of these people? Impressive, but wouldn't this place be swarming with more cops by now? Tony Jaa's in this one? Okay. Ronda Rousey. Okay, all of this, and there's no, secondary response? Okay, James Wan directed this one. I trust James Wan. I trust that he's going to direct a good-looking movie. I have zero faith in the actual writing, though.
They say an open road helps you think about where you've been, where you're going.
Who says these things?
The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is in the air. The fuck? There's white shit everywhere. The fuck? I must be fucking baked and this shit's probably fake. The fucking hell did I just take? The fuck?
Damn, dog. Girl still got that swing, homie.
Hi, Hector. Nice seeing you after 7 movies. Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
You'll get used to this in no time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Why? You're not on the run anymore. You're a millionaire. You're fine. You are still so moist. Yeah, nothing like a late night of work and a lukewarm protein shake, huh?
As hell ain't the IT guy, so you better start talking before I break that finger 6 different ways and stick it right where the sun doesn't shine.
Oh god, I cannot stand Hobbs's dialogue. Of course we had to do that! And he's dead, right? He has to be dead. I mean, they should both be dead.
He misses the bullets.
Let him settle in.
I mean, you all kind of have a little bit of PTSD. Damn, wait, no, hold on. Hold on, stop. Hold on, no, hold on.
I'm gonna have to science the shit out of this.
Dom and his sister are within 10 or 15 feet of this package when it blows, yes? Okay, hold on. They just get knocked down. Meanwhile, this happens. Brian gets hit with enough force to break the car window. That's tempered glass. Meanwhile, Dom and Mia over here just kind of fall down. I'm no physicist, but shockwaves don't get weaker when they're closer. Also, Dom and Mia should be dead. Look what it did to that house. Look what it did to it, and all that happened to them is they got knocked down. This is like the bridge jump and the safe, and oh god.
Shattered his collarbone, fractured his leg in 2 places.
And you're fine because you used them as a cushion?
Which is why when I get out, I'm gonna put a hurt on him so bad he's gonna wish his mama had kept her legs closed.
God, I hate his dialogue.
When you find the guy that killed Han, what are you gonna do?
Words ain't even been invented yet.
No, I'm pretty sure they have. English is a very versatile language. How would you even know that that is him? It's LA. It could just be anybody. Batman couldn't come up with a conclusion this quickly. And they're both dead. Or at least severely concussed. Don't tell me...
Nope.
You slammed into the steering wheel and all you gotta do is crack your neck. Who the hell is this?
On the ground!
I didn't know he was in this.
You just let him get away.
He was about to shoot you, you ungrateful prick.
Welcome to join me. By the way, I can get you Deckard Shaw.
Again, why is it that the entirety of the U.S. federal government needs Dom and his crew to do this?
Ramsey has created something interesting. Bring it up. Yes, sir.
Let me guess, world-destroying gadget.
The hell is going on in here?
We're shifting genres, like, incredibly, from the first movie to now.
This right here, my friend, happens to be the stupidest idea I've ever heard of in my life. I forgot.
Well, we still got a couple movies left, so I'm gonna guess they're gonna get stupider.
This is so sweet, because it's the place that they least expect us to hit them from.
We're gonna hit the most difficult spot because they're not gonna expect it.
Completely wrong thinking, and I like it.
What?
Wait a minute, you're actually saying that you need someone dumber than you are?
You may have come to the right place.
So we're basically going to red mage this. You know, any plan that relies on logic can fall apart when some part of it actually contradicts logic. A plan with absolutely no anchorage in logic cannot fall to that.
Han was my family too.
You didn't even remember him.
Let's try to keep it as low-key as possible.
You wanted low-key. You are dealing with the wrong people, my man.
Somebody just walk me through what we're supposed to be doing.
Come on, Ron, this was your plan. You gotta embrace.
Yeah, this was your plan. How do you not know the plan? Y'all remember when they were just stealing DVD players? It's probably the wrong word here, but how do you even steer this thing into position? Well, this feels incredibly dangerous. He wasn't anywhere close. Oh my god. Did we give Brian a gun or something? Anything? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have a really hard time if Brian kicks Tony Jaw's ass. I'm sorry, it's Tony Jaw. No. That's some Final Destination shit right there. Well, around that time, then Duke boys realized they was in trouble. Ooh. I don't do well with heights. I don't do well with heights. I'm sorry, I do not do this. By the way, one of the movies that's coming up is Fall, which... How the hell did you get here?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
How though? Look, Roman, I like you, man. Like you bring a levity and just a whimsy to this franchise that honestly it needs, because it cannot take itself seriously. But how? Well, Dom is surrounded, nowhere to go, nothing to do. How is he gonna get out of this? I'm gonna guess some kind of convoluted science and physics destroying. Like, look at this. Look at this. The only way out of this is something absolutely ludicrous.
Maybe.
Okay, but again, what's with the little tires on the back of the... Dom? So the plan is crash the car? Alright, I'm sorry. Dom, as far as plans go, that was stupid with 2 O's.
That other team would have tortured you for that information.
I didn't trust them. I trust you.
Why? You don't know anything about them.
We're going to the Middle East.
Because of course we are, because this franchise is now Mission Impossible. I don't know, I feel like their story is just kind of tacked on right now.
Doesn't back there, but this will be the bonded pair with the plenum coat.
English, Tej.
It'll be the orange wire.
You couldn't have just said that. Stop shaking the camera. Let us actually see what's going on. James Wan, come on. I expect more from you.
Brian, get out. Forget it.
What do you mean forget it? It's the one thing you need. What do you mean? What do you mean you're taking the car? You're like 50 stories up.
Just hold on, man.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
I'm sorry. When did Tej turn... What? When was that ever established?
Time to unleash the beast.
Things you don't ever want to say when you bring a girl home. I'm sorry, even... What? No. Okay, the same stupid plan is going to work twice. Okay, and this is the point where security convenes on all 3 of these buildings and locks them down and...
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
That little thing can hack into every system on the planet at the same time. He's just sitting there? Okay, so he was waiting for you. He knew you were coming. That means that whatever happens next, he's planned it.
I don't have friends. I got family.
God damn it, writers. Come on. Okay, what's with the sci-fi gun sound effects? What the hell is Dom firing? Now, I'm assuming that the feds have this place surrounded with additional troops in order to secure the perimeter. Or would that be me thinking that they're going to do the smart thing?
Nope. Gun. We got a whole city.
And we may have...
That doesn't make any goddamn sense! Jesus Christ!
Why does it feel like I'm not going to see you again?
No, you are. There's a couple more movies in this franchise.
The way you said it, it's like goodbye. Say something else.
Okay, kiss Jack for me.
That's not any better. Yeah, I was about to say, you don't think the driver of the truck is going to, swerve out of the way of the armor-piercing rounds? Oh, good. We needed a monkey wrench in this one. I mean, the shockwave alone should have killed you. I've just stopped caring. I'm just watching this like some kind of impartial observer. Nothing matters. Nothing absolutely matters. I'm sinking into the depths of nihilism watching this movie series. Fuck you! Fuck you! No! No! Oh, God. Oh! Reality is a construct of the mind. Nothing matters. Oh my God, no. No. Are you two still having a dick measuring contest with your car engines? I'm sorry, how many times has this car gotten the absolute living shit beat out of it?
In what can only be described as vehicular warfare, police are engaged in a high-speed...
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot Dwayne Johnson was in this movie.
What's going on?
I'm gonna guess some contrived... How? You literally have like a shattered color...
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we please go back to the list of his injuries for just 1 second? This was what they said he had.
Shattered his collarbone, fractured his leg in 2 places.
It could not have been more than a week, maybe a week and a half. And according to quick research, how long does it take to safely heal a bone fracture? So as much as you're trying to tell me that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just powered on through this, no.
You thought this was gonna be a street fight? You're goddamn right it is.
You could have shot him. You could have just goddamn shot him. No, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying the music. No. I'm sorry. I can't take this seriously, like, at all. Like, nothing that they do ever goes wrong. Everything always works. Like,
first a tank, then the plane. Now we got a spaceship. It's not a spaceship. That's a drone.
It's a drone. And you gonna break it down and be.
I'm gonna say it again. Roman is honestly one of the best parts of this series. Just, I hate to say it, but half the time he's the voice of reason, because this should not be working the way it is. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time believing that Dom Toretto is beating an SAS assassin in a straight up knuckle brawl. That was the... Did I just smack a fly into my own head? What the... All right, that's good. That is good. All right, James won. You did good. No! And Hobbs is dead. Hobbs should be dead. Everything in the realm of reality says that Hobbs should be dead.
Hey, did you bring the cavalry?
I am the cavalry.
I am the cavalry.
Oh, fuck me sideways with a rake!
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
Thing about street fights, the street always wins.
What the hell does that even mean? Of goddamn course. Jesus. All right, let me guess. He's going to take the car full of grenades. He's going to jump it like Die Hard 4 style. And that's how we're going to solve this thing. I want to remind anybody watching at this point in this video, because I don't know who you are. I love you that you're still watching at this point. But Dom Toretto and this car at one point got their asses kicked by a garbage truck. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? It was, 7 movies ago, but still.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
And Dom's gonna jump. That's not how grenades work, Dwayne.
The night we got married.
What? I'm sorry, what?
I feel I was denied critical, need-to-know information.
First off, you got married wearing a wife beater. Okay, fine. What you're telling me is that when he left in the 5th one, I think, he didn't just leave, like, the love of his life. He left his wife. He left the woman that he stood in front of God and country. Now, I want to say Deckard Shaw is dead, but he's not, because there's a movie coming up with him. Yep, there he is.
Things are gonna be different now.
No, they're not, because there's, 2 more movies in your continuity, and Hobbs and Shaw, and there's the 10th one coming out, and god damn it. Okay, I get what they're doing. It's kind of a goodbye to Paul Walker. And as a father watching him do this, it actually kind of hits a little bit hard. So did he just leave Letty there? Like, I want to be in this moment.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
All right, if you have watched anything of mine for the last year, Family and Goodbyes and all that stuff hits hard. For a lot of reasons that I don't want to go into right now, but as cynical as I am about this series, Paul Walker, man, I don't want to say it feels cheap to pull that move off in the last couple of minutes about Paul Walker's character and Brian and all this stuff. And all the jokes and commentary I was trying to make right there, I was trying to be really respectful to the fact that he actually passed away during production of this movie. And I got to tell you, I couldn't tell where they had to replace him with his brothers, I think. So I don't know. Okay. So Brian's out of the series. I know that much. So there's still a couple. How many do I have? I have 3 more movies. Okay, let's just do this.
He knows it doesn't matter what's under a hood. The only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel.
Well, up to a point. I mean, there comes a point. I mean, he could give you like a little Pinewood Derby car. You can't race that against 950 horsepower.
You raced a Cuban mile.
What's the difference between a Cuban mile and a quarter mile? I mean, a mile's a mile. Am I missing something here?
This is Cuban Nas.
You guys are crazy.
NOS is not. It's nitrate. My man, your engine is glowing red. Like, at this point, it would be cheaper just to buy the guy a new car. You're literally a multimillionaire. The whole point of this race was to keep your cousin's car, and the car is now going to be fodder for a new coral reef. So, methinks it would have been cheaper to just get the guy a new car.
What brings you to Cuba?
Charlize Theron, okay.
Oh, you're gonna want to work for me. You're gonna betray your brothers, abandon your code, and shatter your family.
Because of course he is.
It's about...
All right, this is actually pretty badass. Little girls are goddamn scary. They are frightening.
I don't want to play anymore.
The fuck?
Their EMP. Other than your doctor's cold finger, I'd say it's about as personal as it can get.
How many movies am I into this and I still cannot stand Hobbs' dialogue?
Dominic Toretto just went rogue.
And what you have to ask yourself is, why? Why would he go rogue? What does he have to lose that is greater than what is in front of him right now?
What about your daughter?
Oh, no.
For your country.
I immediately regret this decision.
I gave you your shot. You shit the bed. Now I'm going to show you how to get this done.
Oh, Kurt Russell, man. A little professionalism. I love that.
I'll get out my way. The right way.
You don't have that option anymore.
Rubber bullets. Big mistake.
Are you telling me that this guy can just take non-lethal rounds like that? Just, all right. That's a thing that exists in this world. All right, fine.
Oh, it took longer than I expected. You all made Interpol's top 10 most wanted list.
Top 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
Well, not you, Roman.
Oh, the disrespect.
My day just got a whole hell of a lot better. Mr. Nobody, you want to tell me why you just put me in a room with this tea and crumpets eating criminal some bitch?
I cannot stand his dialogue.
Life is pointless and nothing matters, and I'm always tired.
Shut to take it down, believe me, Flick. Shut take it.
You're taking my boot right up your ass.
Guys, the fastest way to find...
I'm getting testosterone poisoning just listening to this.
Use God's eye. We put our lives on the line, running around the world trying to figure this thing out. It can find anybody, right?
Mr. Nobody, let's fire it up, huh?
Why was he the one that brought this up? Did the government not already have access to this?
This is interesting. Why? Because that's here.
Could you be any more blasé about that then?
No, she has the three of us.
What the hell? The three of us? What? No. When did she have a kid? When did the two of them procreate?
So I have to ask you because I know family is so important to you.
Yeah, that's kind of the running theme of this thing. Why do you need him though? Like, I'm still unclear on that. Like, why this whole like dog and pony show just for Dom Toretto?
I don't like this.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. In fact, everything about this, if you're smart, unlike the drug kingpin 2-3 movies ago, like everything about this should be screaming just alarm bells.
When this whole thing is over, we're gonna find a location, and I'm gonna knock your teeth so far down your throat, you're gonna stick a toothbrush right up your ass to brush them.
I cannot stand Hobbs' dialogue. Oh, God. What? Again, why exactly do we need Dom for this? Like,
Go!
what are you so mad about? You were threatening to kill the man 20 minutes ago.
He's got an EMP and nuclear launch codes.
Okay, maybe it's just me, but if the nuclear football goes missing, can't they just like reset the codes?
He didn't make it.
Why are you all so sad about Deckard dying? He killed Han. I don't understand this series.
Pray that the apocalypse doesn't come knocking on your mama's front door. Or you're gonna saddle up, be a man, and save the entire goddamn world.
I cannot stand this man!
Look at him and tell me there's a God.
All bets are off. Bets are off.
Das vidanya.
Das Vidanya! Oh my god. Okay, Russian base, bunch of security, and what the hell? Which one of you fuckers brought the Lambo? The Corvette? I don't know cars. I just know that that's not...
There stands a broken man.
Alright. Again, just... Yeah, he's supposed to be dead, but... He's not, because we're going to rewind, and it's going to turn out that he's not, and Dom played some kind of trick that... Yeah, of course.
Te dije desde el principio, yo no voy a manejar.
Ay, estos dos pendejos, híjole.
Devil's bumhole or something?
Called the God's Eye.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh my god. Helen Mirren is being wasted in this movie.
And you just took your foot off the tiger's neck.
Oh my god, the dialogue in this series.
We got another problem. That truck's got enough missiles to take us all out.
And why doesn't it do that? Okay, Dom's here, but at the same time, just... There is no way you could have planned for that! It was literally an accident! Oh my god!
Go to the left really quickly.
Explosions don't work like that! It's not just a question of fire moving out everywhere. There's a concussion wave, you know, a shock wave involved. Jesus Christ!
Okay, so we broke a few laws of physics here.
There are episodes of the Magic School Bus that are more grounded in reality than what I am watching right now. Jeez. Ah!
You're gonna shoot a baby? You sick bastard.
I'm sorry. You had a mail bomb right next to a toddler. Well, not a toddler, like 3 or 4 year old. Like, what is going on? A submarine is not keeping up with these cars. Just no.
That's a goddamn heat seeker coming at us.
Right, and you're gonna dodge this how? And this is where Dom should be dead for the 12th time in this series. What? Where did that second explosion come from? No! 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 I'm sorry. No! No! That's... It's not a gas bomb. It's... My brain!
Like I'm gonna...
Hold on. This whole operation was your idea.
It's like any semblance of reality, anything that I could use to anchor myself to the real world in order to develop some kind of relationship to this movie is gone. There's nothing. There is nothing. My head hurts. My head hurts. Are all these guys seriously okay with him just being here given that he killed Han? Alright, so we're just going to call this table Olive Garden because apparently when you're here, you're family. I really can't say it enough. I cannot stand Hobbs. Oh my god. It's like... I mean, the writing... Oh god, my voice is finally starting to go. You know, the writing on these things hasn't been the greatest, but I think he's the ball that got dropped. And I hope to God Dwayne Johnson never sees this video, because I'm going to be hurting. What I'd like to do is get the last day of my life back. Will this be the movie's MacGuffin? Okay, is he a cyborg?
These are confusing times.
Okay, he's bulletproof, he's got robot eyes, and he's super strong. Is this franchise turning into straight up science fiction now? Is that the thing I'm getting from this? And the motorcycle... Yeah, this is straight up science fiction now. I mean, there was already a little bit in some of the other movies, like some of the gadgets, MacGuffins, things like that. But, I mean, they were science fiction in the way I think like the James Bond movies are science fiction. Like it's not really like a main focus of it. This feels like it's the main focus.
I'm what you call an ice cold can of whoop ass.
There's that Shaw dialogue. Not Shaw, Hobbs dialogue. I am tired.
I'm what you might call a champagne problem.
What the hell's a champagne problem?
Thank you so much.
Cheat day?
Cheat day. Yeah. Thank you.
That's the kind of thing Garfield serves himself.
Lucas, Rebecca Hobbs. I haven't seen you in
Oh,
forever.
God.
Do you even...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You and I are after the same thing. Say hello to the CT-17 virus.
So we're going to talk about this highly classified information in the middle of a busy diner.
He's off-grid, too. Impossible to find.
So there is a deadly virus on the loose, and these two clowns are the ones that the U.S. government has on the case.
Beat the shit out of me at a bar in Krakow 17 years ago, and he doesn't even remember me. So, we all have our histories. Anyway.
What tone is this movie going for? I'm confused.
And the fact is...
No offense.
Oh, no offense.
This guy's a real asshole. Finish blubbering. You sound like a giant tattooed baby.
You know what? I'm not listening to this horse shit. I got a job to do.
I'll have this job done while you're still putting on your baby oil.
Every time you speak, just imagine this for a second. It's like dragging my balls across shattered glass.
You guys remember that there is a world-killing virus on the loose, and this is what you're going to spend your time doing. These are our heroes.
Because that's your answer to everything. Smash a hole through every problem in a massive truck.
I'm going to drink this with a crazy straw, because I got to hear these two, and no one can stop me.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, but I'm doing this my way. If anyone's got a problem with that, suggest you come out here.
Well, that's as far as the straw goes. What? Is that a thing that works? The hell is he?
Must evolve before it destroys itself.
I'm sorry, is the leader of this thing Cobra Commander?
Okay, look. Me and the spy lady were not flirting, all right? Zero.
Nobody's seeing this. There's nobody else.
It's not the dance you want to do with him.
Oh, really?
I eat bullets all day long.
Go for breakfast or lunch? Because it's dinner time.
Oh my God, the dialogue in this movie.
Flames on the side of my face.
That is my sister.
Okay, so that is the sister. Now, in the flashback, they were about the same age, and there's a 20-year gap between her and him in real life. What the hell? That seems needlessly complicated and hazardous. Serious? You dropped a good 10 stories onto the guy. This is a really stupid plan. Remember when a fall like that put him in the hospital a couple of movies ago?
Stay with the car. I need the girl alive.
These guys are basically Cobra. Like, that's what this is. This is... Just swap names around. This could be a G.I. Joe movie. I'm not saying that in a good way. Yeah, this is a straight-up science fiction techno-thriller. Which, you know, normally I'm all for it. You know, me and science fiction, that's my jam. But in this context, with these characters, having already sat through 8 other movies, I'm not having this.
Tell me just what in the fresh turkey hell we're dealing with here.
The fresh turkey. God damn it, stop talking. This feels like, again, an overtly complicated way of doing something very simple. What's wrong with a speaker?
You know as well as I do, getting out of this country is going to be extremely difficult. We have every major intelligence agency already hunting.
And yet you're walking around the streets of London and nobody's stopped you yet.
We've created new identities and altered your biometric profiles so the
How?
scanners don't recognize your faces or your fingerprints.
That was remarkably easy to do.
Tell me to do anything. Anytime you ever say anything, it makes me want to take my boot and shove it so far up your ass.
Both of you shut up! It's like a pair of 14-year-olds.
I want to do an Irish jig on your arse ugly face at 30.
I want to fast forward. I want to just fast forward past this scene. There can't possibly... I'm not going to miss anything.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Cut it out. Both of y'all cut it out.
Oh, see? You woke up the air marshal.
You woke.
What the hell is Kevin Hart doing? You know, of the things I thought this movie did not need, honestly, Kevin Hart was not on that list, but now he's on the list.
Deckard Shaw?
Margarita.
People say hello differently in Russia. I was not aware of this. I realize I'm talking a lot less in this one than I have before. I'm just so tired. I'm just so... Is that a jet? They got him a jet. They basically have access to anything they could possibly need. Like, gear-wise, money-wise. It doesn't seem to matter. Like, I'm not... Like, what exactly is the tension here? I mean, they have to get the virus out of her, yes. You know, as much as these guys are supposedly like tech geniuses, and they don't have like radar, they didn't see the jet, that nobody saw these two like dropping down. I mean, the Rock alone is like 400 pounds. That's a big one.
Fucking beef bus.
Is there like a panic button, something that these guys could have pressed to like call more people in here? Cameras. Are there cameras in here? Who the hell designed this place? How do they not have a thing where like if you put the wrong password enough times it just locks you out? I mean... Oh. That'll do it.
I'm impressed that you even got in here.
It was not that difficult.
Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
Yeah, Superman is known for having an army of mooks and a bulletproof suit.
It's my guy.
No. That's Face Smash guy. You got to find another dropkick guy.
You want a face smash guy? I'm gonna find him one.
Why are you not pressing the button and killing them? Again, it's not that these guys are really, really good. It's that the villains they're fighting are really, really stupid.
That summons really is Black Superman.
Yeah, you remember when Superman had that bike and helmet that he used to ride around? Fuck you, you didn't do that.
Just keep driving, I'll make it.
Do you? How do you... What? I'm really, really gonna stop trying to make sense of this movie. This whole franchise. I've said that a couple times now. I need to listen to myself.
No, I got him. I got him.
Guys!
Jonah's the best mechanic I know, and he's gonna help us. That is if he doesn't kill me first.
What? Did we not talk about this on the way over here? Why does that look green screen?
Hey! No fighting under this roof, huh?
Ha! The chancla. Yes.
But look at you. All skin and bones.
No.
I'm gonna take this here salipa, and I'm gonna saucer your big fat heads. You boys hear me?
You tell him, mama.
Oh, we got weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shit. We're gonna fight with this. We're gonna fight with this.
But bullets would help.
Not like we got a ton of resources.
But
I mean, you used to. I mean, you had a jet at one point. She has anime face.
Just want to say that this thing goes sideways, and
again, the movie's over 2 hours. There was nothing about family on his end, and now it's a major plot point.
Immobile.
Wouldn't it be best to just stick her in a very deep, very dark hole, away from everybody?
Things I have to make amends for. Well, thanks to one that bastard.
Yeah, everybody seemed to have really forgiven you for killing Han. Like, they got over that quick. Where's your hook?
But that's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right past you. You gotta keep on your toes. But toes, that is. But
Okay, I don't think that's... All right, that was actually kind of cool. I gotta say, as far as like the action pieces, I think this is probably like the only redeeming thing in this movie so far. Like the setup to this fight scene and the fight scene itself. I mean, as a franchise, this thing is still ridiculous as all balls. Not to tell a professional how to do their job, but you got missiles on that thing, and I mean,
good God, man, are you hourly?
I feel like I've been sitting here for 3 hours just watching this one movie. I mean, I've been sitting here a lot of hours watching all these movies, but what the... Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Now it's Mad Max Samoa. No. 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 There have been some ridiculous things in this franchise, but that was... Wow. This was barely believable when Captain America did it. Not... No. Oh, no. Oh, God. Fuck this movie. I swear to God. Jeez. I mean, they're cool-looking shots. I'll give the movie that. I'm going to be fair to it. I'm trying to be fair to it, even though this entire franchise is goddamn stupid.
You don't remember me, do you, Hobbs? You will.
Great, now you've warned them, so now there's time to prepare.
Dr. Evil had Mini-Me. You're my Mini-Me.
Han Solo had Chewbacca. Kermit had Miss Piggy.
That's a low blow. Don't...
Oh my God. It just ends right there. All right. Not the worst, but... Oh, these two assholes actually produced it. All right. Well, that explains half of this movie. These all feel like they could have just been the end of the movie as opposed to having the credits over them. This just, I don't know.
God, I feel immediately better just talking to you. Is that weird?
Yes.
Anyway, look.
This is Sam.
Sam.
You must want to talk to my dad.
Oh my God, Sam.
There's no point to this. This did not need to be here. I did not need to be subjected to Ryan Reynolds. One more. I can do this. I can do this. I have been raw dogging this franchise for too fucking long. One more. One more. F9. For fuck you 9, I'm assuming. God damn it, there's another scene at the end. How? There's 11 minutes of credits left. There's another scene. There's another scene. I gotta watch this. Oh,
we know you're in there, Hugh Janus.
You bastard. I have no idea what you've just started.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it involves rubber gloves and a body cavity search.
No chance.
Yeah, there's one more, because of course there is.
What's your blood type?
Let's be positive. Just like my life outlook. No, that's not my blood. Oh God, I thought that was me.
One more, and I can put this down, and then I need to edit 20 hours of video. Whatever I was drinking when I came up with the idea to do this, I need to never touch that again. But I don't know what it was, so fuck me, I guess. All right, Fast 9. Ninth inning, last quarter. Are there sports metaphors I don't know? Oh, God. Hair's greasy. Oh, God. Hair's growing out of my ass at this point. Okay. Fast 9. Last one. Let's do this. Wait, is this the thing that he was talking about all the way back in the first movie?
Tell me, we see Dom. Got an oil spill going in the turn.
That's young Dom. Okay. It just exploded in midair. Jesus.
Be precise in life. It'll make all the difference. Watch this.
It's honestly weird seeing these two like in a agrarian setting after everything else that happened. I guess that's, you can afford that when, you've got, 20 million in the bank. Again, you have the entire resources of the U.S. federal government, and these are the guys that you go for help.
I hope everyone's ready.
Ready? Y'all want to make jokes about me not making practical decisions? This is as prepared as it.
You finally picked a good vehicle. You're walking into a militarized zone. Of course he's going to want like something big. This is the first time I agree with Roman on his choice of vehicles.
12 seconds later.
Oh, you know that, but you don't know what peligro minas means.
How in the hell are you not dead?
I've been saying that about this cast for God knows how many movies now. Well, she still would have broken a dozen bones, but sure. Oh, right, I forgot that John Cena was going to be in this movie. I'm a little uneducated as to Vin Diesel's ethnic history. Also, Jordana Brewster. But John Cena, I don't believe is of the same stock. I mean, next to the two of them, man's about as white as an Arctic fox in a cocaine factory. No. They must have one of those Star Trek devices on board where the laws of physics just stop working. They're driving in a straight goddamn line. Come on. You know what I'm realizing right now as I'm watching this? Hobbs and Shaw, which I thought was going to annoy me to no end. And it did. I was less pissed off watching that than I am watching this. Are you going to Tarzan across the gap with a car? If I gave NASA the parameters for that stunt and they fit it into a supercomputer, in 5 years, we would not be able to figure it out.
Who is Jacob?
A character we've never met before.
Man, what is it with you Torettos where you're all the heroes in your own stories?
That's pretty much the premise of this entire franchise. Jacob, why have we never heard about you? Hey, the guy filled out, he grew up, and he turned into John Cena! The hell? Oh my god!
You snatched me off, Mr. No.
Oh my god, she's a terrorist, she's a hacker, she's not a freaking General Zod.
I understood that reference.
You pushed yourself to be faster than Don, smarter than Don, stronger than Don.
Yeah, I got a question. Who convinced Charlize Theron to wear the Mo Howard haircut?
Plans are in motion.
I mean, I gotta give it to John Cena at least. I'm sorry. I gotta give it to John Cena! That he actually kind of got into acting and has been doing a pretty good job of it. I mean, Peacemaker. He killed that. Where'd you leave your kid?
I'll always survive.
Yeah, I've been commenting on that. It's like you can't die.
We've taken out cars, trains, tanks. I'm not going to even mention the submarine.
Yeah, please let's not. That hurt.
When the improbable happens again and again, that's more than luck.
No, it's shitty writing.
We are not normal.
Okay, and
I'm sorry, is Roman actually seeing into the script? No, I think Roman actually got so stupid that he managed to look through reality and see that he was in a shitty action franchise.
I can see through time.
My god, that outfit just screams 90s. It's the prequel to the Fast and the Furious we didn't know we wanted. I certainly didn't.
The chance for peace died that day on the truck.
Yeah, calm down there, Game of Thrones.
There's peace for me in the chaos. It's like I need to face the world head on or something to feel alive.
Well, that's not the kind of mentality you want if you're raising a kid.
Tokyo was his...
Mexico.
That seems highly arbitrary, but sure.
She's ready to roll.
This asshole is back? Bama Boy built a spaceship. And it has what I think are panels for re-entry. Yeah, I have the same look on my face, like...
Y'all didn't actually beat the jet.
It didn't explode.
Oh my god! These guys are basically running SpaceX. I reinforce what I said. These guys are definitely running SpaceX. Meanwhile, at stately Wayne Manor, I mean, you saw Mexican flag on a window. Like, I'm not doubting that there are probably a couple of expats from Mexico in Japan, but it seems extremely arbitrary to just pick this one place to look into.
Ramsey, talk to me. What do we got?
I pulled Jacob's biometric signature off the gun, and the algorithm I've run says Jacob's team is right on top of us.
You'll say anything, won't you? Words don't mean a thing to you, do they?
Okay, that's a thing you can do, apparently.
Attack some delivery dudes because he didn't like their ears. How much you say you pay for that again? You know silver ain't magnetic, right?
You know what? Just shut up. Just shut up.
But the thing in your ear definitely has magnetics, so... I feel like a lot of other things should have gone into those electromagnets. How long is that zip line? He's been riding that thing for a good 3 minutes. Maybe it's just me, but the steel that this thing is made out of should be just like warping.
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
I want this to be over. I really just... I need this to end. For my physical and mental health, I need this to end. Okay, there have to be at least like 5 concussions between the two of these two. Between the two of these two. I know what I said. No, no, no. An electromagnetic field strong enough to pull a car from another street. Oh! Ah!
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb. What's so funny?
Is there a toilet in there?
Nice clubhouse.
No. 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 You're dead. I saw you burn. I saw you burn. How? No. No! No! There's gonna be some Letty level bullshit right here.
Television is the explanation for this. You see this in bad television.
We used it as cover.
Yeah, but no.
Mr. Nobody had a way of making things look real.
That doesn't explain it. That does not explain any of it. Oh, no, no! That is the laziest. Oh, fuck.
He made me promise you would never find out. You do all of it. I kept that promise.
Except for right now, because this is the moment where John Cena just lays it all out. And again, like this whole human interest part of it, like if this was more the heart of the franchise, I would like it more, but it feels like it's tacked on.
Are you really patching yourself up with duct tape?
Hey, it works.
I don't know if you acting like we on our way to Home Depot.
I know that I mentioned this because I heard about it, but actually seeing it, it is 10 times more goddamn ridiculous than I thought it was going to be.
As we obey the laws of physics, then we'll be fine, okay?
When has this franchise used the laws of physics? Please tell me this, Taj, Roman, one of you.
Get them high enough, these guys are gonna be pancakes at IHOP before the coffee even gets to the table.
Hey, we can still hear you.
That is goddamn funny. I'm sorry. You know, we made jokes about this for like 2-3 years about Fast and the Furious is just going to go into space like Friday the 13th, like Leprechaun, and yet here it is. I am watching the Fast and the Furious go into goddamn space, Elon Musk style, and I gotta tell you, it's everything I thought it wouldn't be. Yeah, the big question is, how are you getting back? Because detachable boosters only take you so far. This should be attracting a lot more than it is. It seems to be very selective. There's a nerd rage building up inside of me seeing this. Also, the amount of power, the power output you would need for something like this. Like, each of these cars is basically packing a small nuclear reactor. That's what it... Nerd! There is no way in God's green earth that you time that. All right, so can I assume that John Cena is going to come back in one of the sequels? All right. Let's well, that's awkward. So, you may notice that I look a little bit different. For one thing, I'm awake, different shirt. I showered. My hair is no longer covered in 5 pounds of grease. Because I'm recording this about a month after I finished recording what you just saw. Now, when I finished the last movie, I paused it, went to the bathroom, went to get some water because my throat was hurting. Came back and I gave an outro that was about 10-15 minutes long. But I forgot to hit unpause on the recorder, so that's all lost to the ether. But this kind of works better because now I'm able to look back, given the hindsight of about a month, having spent a month editing these videos into what you just saw, so I can give you a more concise review of the Fast and the Furious saga. It fucking sucks. This series is so weird. Okay, look. At first, it was just kind of a drama action movie series. Now, I think between 1 and 4, there's kind of a general grounding in reality. Yes, it's an action movie. Yes, things are over the top. You know, the music, the lights, the cars, and all all of that stuff. But there's still some semblance of this is the real world. I think the most extreme thing that happened in those first 4 movies might possibly have been Brian's jump onto the yacht. Maybe some of the stuff that happened in the final chase sequence in number 4 with the cartel and the caves and stuff like that. But you know, things felt real. Like these are racers, they're cops, you know, they're dealing with, you know, a cartel. Things happen every once in a while, but again, you know, in action movies, you don't expect the laws of physics to be obeyed 100%. I know that. I understand that. There are certain things that you have to accept in order for the movie to make sense. I get that. And in that sense, the first 4 movies, I mean, they were okay. I mean, they weren't that bad. They weren't terrible, but then we get to 5. 5 is, I think, where things just took a turn. Because the moment that Brian moved in front of that bus and the thing flipped over like it had hit a concrete barricade, that's when I'm pretty sure the scriptwriters just said, fuck it, whatever we want to happen is going to happen. And suspension of disbelief, even for something like this, and I'm saying this as somebody who watches science fiction, fantasy, horror, and is asked to believe a lot of really outlandish things. Even within the context of those movies, though, those things have some kind of logical sense. Like you say this outlandish thing, this weird thing exists in this world. Okay, fine. Here, though, it's just whatever needs to happen will happen. And I can't honestly pick the worst offender. I don't know if it was, Brian in the bus. I don't know if it was them dragging the safe. I don't know if it was the multitude of times that Dom managed to time a jump or a hit to pinpoint accuracy. Oh my God. I'm starting to get a little sick right now, so that's why I sound like this. But after a certain point, the movies just sort of became a parody of themselves. Honestly, the only thing that kind of kept it kind of grounded, that made me sort of feel for it, was Roman. Roman, as much of a dumbass as he could be sometimes, was consistently the voice of reason, and that is frightening. I want you to consider that Roman Pierce was the voice of reason in the Fast and Furious franchise. This is like in Harley Quinn, the fact that Poison Ivy is the voice of reason there. That's horrifying. That dialogue too, my God, every once in a while you'd get one of these, people say that an open road makes you, helps you think of the future. Nobody's ever said that. I'm sure somebody has thought it. I don't think anybody's ever actually said it. That's not an actual saying. We get these little nuggets of wisdom. Every time somebody started to say, they say that my brain just shut down because I knew what was about to come out of their mouths was some of the stupidest things. Now, everybody had those moments. Let's not kid ourselves. Everybody had those moments. But Luke Hobbs takes the cake. His character was obnoxious. Painfully obnoxious. Like, I was just so done with him after 5 minutes. His dialogue sounded like somebody was trying to make like a Southern drill instructor. But then I guess they remembered that it was The Rock, and that doesn't make a lot of sense. And then, oh my God! Again, his character. His character in The Other Guys. If you've seen that movie, you'll know what I'm talking about here. But his character there is a parody of characters like this, because the character of Hobbs should not be played straight. It really shouldn't. He basically played a parody of an action hero. And it was just obnoxious. Oh, that was the other one. When he had broken bones, a shattered leg, broken collarbone, and he just kind of powered on through, but took some painkillers, and he'll be fine. And then proceeded to drive an ambulance off an overpass onto a drone. How he timed that when he couldn't see the drone, I have no idea. And then he was just fine. He just kept walking like nothing. So, and then his movie involved, an international conspiracy involving a superhuman cyborg. So, and look, escalation is something that every franchise needs. I get it. Look at something like Marvel. It started off with a billionaire building, a suit of armor with rockets, and it ended with a battle to save the universe. But at least in the context of those movies, there was actually an explanation as to why things happened that way. I mean, in this universe, the stuff that got set up made sense as it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Here, though, I have a hard time believing that Dom and his crew are the best in the world, the ones that Mr. Nobody has to go to. Look, if you've seen this channel for any length of time, I've seen some crap. But these movies just ran on people. Half of these plots they depended on people making the stupidest decisions possible all around. In number 5, the entire plot hinges on this highly successful and highly connected drug cartel not having a backup measure for the schedule for which we use to move our money is missing. The entire plot relied on them not having a backup plan. That was it. I know somebody out there probably wants me to rank these movies as to which one was the best, which one was the worst, and I honestly couldn't tell you. And part of the reason is that there is such a big genre shift between 1 and 4, and then between 5 and 9, and then Hobbs and Shaw. It wouldn't be fair. Here's how off the rails this franchise is. I don't think it's fair to compare these movies to each other. They're not even in the same genre after a point. It turns into this weird hybrid of like James Bond and Mission Impossible and Triple X. If you forced me to try to rank these movies as to which one was the best, though, all right. Number one, like I said in the reaction, nothing spectacular about it. It's not bad, but it's not great. However, for its given audience, if you happen to be like a racing person, a racing fan, or you happen to be a car person, I get the appeal of it. It's just not for me. So in that respect, number one, not for me, but I get why a lot of people like it. And if you're already in that fan base, all right, cool. It does look like a good movie for you. Number two, Too Fast, Too Furious. Let me actually get the list up because I don't remember all these names. Like, ugh. Too Fast, Too Furious, I actually thought was an improvement on the first one. It injected some comedy, which honestly it needed. Roman, if it wasn't for Roman, this whole series would take itself way too seriously. It can't do that. He's one of the only saving graces for this franchise. So in that respect, Too Fast, Too Furious, yes, it went a little over the top, but not a lot. Like it made sense. It worked. Then you have the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, which honestly, Sean was just so annoying. I could not understand why I was supposed to be rooting for him or hoping that he got better. He got better right at the end, but it was just so painful to watch him. He just kept jumping into things without thinking it through, and it just kept making things worse and worse and worse. And he was just not likable as a character. Then we get Fast and Furious, which, if I understand correctly, was supposed to be sort of a soft reboot of the series, like kind of going back to its roots. And that one kind of combined the stuff from the first three. Going undercover, the over-the-top races, a little bit of over-the-top stunts, some of the drama from the first one. So I think Fast and Furious, at least in those first four, is probably the best one. It's not so outlandish that I kind of shut down, but it still kind of combined all the stuff from the first couple of movies that seemed to work. And again, I'm not a car person, so that was all lost on me. But as far as a drama and an action movie, it was probably the best one out of the four. And then we get to Fast 5, and things take a turn. Oh my god. Fast 5, like I said, the entire plot of that movie relied on... I already forgot the cartel leader's name, but it relied on him having no backup plan. Also, they need to get this chip from this car, so they stage an elaborate heist to steal a bunch of cars from a moving train, when the simplest thing would have just been to have somebody on the train get into the cart with the cars, get the chip out, and then leave. Nobody would have been the wiser. They didn't even know there was a chip in the car until they took the car apart, and then Hobbs realized, hey, there's a piece here that shouldn't be here. Plus, that's the whole safe sequence. Fast 5 is where I started losing my goddamn mind. Fast and Furious 6. What the heck was Fast and... Okay, that was the one with Owen Shaw. That was the one in London. Yeah, again, that's we introduced the Letty storyline, the amnesia. There was the really over the top stunts that just they stretch credibility. The jump with Dom and Letty. Some of the stuff with the plane, which I don't think I kept in, just because I was just staring at the screen, just befuddled. That one was honestly kind of forgettable. I don't remember that much from it, and I just edited. Well, I edited like 2 weeks. That one about 2 weeks ago. Furious 7. Which one was Furious 7? I'm losing track. Okay, this is one with Deckard Shaw. This is the one with the explosion that apparently gets weaker the stronger you are to it. Is the one also with The Rock powering through multiple fractures. Also, Deckard Shaw sending a mail bomb to a place where he probably knows there are children, to a residential neighborhood. And then later, I think like one or two movies later, gets very hissy about somebody endangering a child. But that's later. That was for something else. You know, the parachute thing, again, every single one of these movies, starting from 5, just had sequences that just pissed me off looking at them. The jump in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, this one, again, just so over the top. I don't. Oh, and this is where we find out that, you know, Deckard killed Han, which comes back later and makes the next movie, you know, horrible. Fate of the Furious. That is the one where we get Charlize Theron, and apparently we all just kind of forget that Deckard Shaw killed Han. He didn't, but he doesn't know that. They don't know that. Why Cypher needed Dominic Toretto to pull off those highs? What did he do that somebody that she could just pay for could have just done? I don't understand it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense, and the very climax of that movie depends on explosions not working like explosions. And then between that and the next one, we get Hobbs and Shaw, which I can't believe I'm saying this, but as frustrating as the dialogue and a lot of the plot points in that movie were, it was honestly less infuriating than the other movies from 5 to 9. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, the most over-the-top thing in that one was probably the thing of The Rock holding the helicopter down. What the hell? Plus, there's this huge genre shift, you know, which, you know, I love science fiction. If you watch this channel, I love me some SF, but this just feels completely out of place. It feels like a completely different movie. And then we end with Fast 9, which involves them launching a car into space and a whole bunch of other things that, honestly, I don't even remember what that thing that they were getting, the Project Ares. I don't even remember what that thing was supposed to do. That's how much I blanked it out. Also, I was just exhausted by that point. So between 5 and 9 and Hobbs and Shaw, the best movie out of these is probably none of them. None of them are good. I give no medals, no trophies. Nobody wins here. Absolutely nobody wins. The worst one of the lot? I couldn't tell you that either. I mean, out of all of these, which are terrible, Hobbs and Shaw is probably the better one. I can't believe I'm saying that. I cannot stand Hobbs. I cannot stand him. That's how bad the other ones were. Okay? I'm saying I'm never going to do this again. But I probably am. Because, damn it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun watching me lose my mind and just sitting through these things. I can now honestly say I've seen these movies, so I can make fun of them in an informed manner. I now have an informed opinion of the Fast and Furious movies. They're terrible. That's it. That's the review. They're terrible. Thank you for sitting through this with me if you're still here. I appreciate your time. If you want to support the channel, there's a link to Patreon down below. It's the best way to support the channel. Until then, hit that notification bell, sign up for updates, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later.